AITA for not wanting to attend a family vacation because my parents always plan everything last minute. Part 1. I, 28F, come from a big family with lots of siblings and cousins, and we all try to get together at least once a year for a family vacation. It's usually a week-long trip to a beach or a mountain resort, and we all look forward to it. However, there's one thing that always ruins the experience for me: my parents' last-minute planning. They always wait until the very last minute to decide on a destination, book the flights, and make the reservations. As a result, the whole trip ends up being rushed, stressful, and expensive. Last year, for example, we decided to go to Hawaii. My parents didn't start planning until a month before the trip, and by then all the good flights and accommodations were already booked. We ended up paying twice as much as we should have for subpar accommodations, and we had to take connecting flights that made the journey twice as long. During the trip, my parents kept changing the itinerary on a whim, so we never got to relax and enjoy ourselves. We were constantly rushing from one place to another, trying to fit everything in. It was exhausting. This year, my parents are planning another family vacation, and I just can't bring myself to go. I'm tired of the last-minute planning, the stress, and the expense. I'd much rather stay home and relax, or plan my own vacation on my own terms. But I'm worried that my family will see me as selfish and ungrateful. They all love these family vacations, and I don't want to be the one to ruin it for everyone. So, AITA for not wanting to attend a family vacation because my parents always plan everything last minute. Part 2. To give you a little bit of background, my parents have always been like this. They're the type of people who love to procrastinate, and they thrive on the adrenaline rush of last-minute planning. It's just how they are, and I've learned to accept it. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that this kind of lifestyle doesn't work for me. I'm a planner by nature, and I like to have everything organized well in advance. When things are left to the last minute, I feel stressed and anxious, and it takes away from my enjoyment of the experience. That's why I've decided that I'm not going on this year's family vacation. I've explained my reasons to my parents, but they just don't seem to understand. They keep telling me that it's not a big deal, that we'll have fun no matter what, and that I'm being too uptight. But it is a big deal to me. I don't want to spend my hard-earned money on a stressful and rushed vacation. I want to be able to relax and enjoy myself, without worrying about flight delays or subpar accommodations. On top of that, I'm starting to feel resentful towards my parents. They always leave things to the last minute, and then expect everyone else to pick up the slack. They don't seem to realize how much stress they're causing, or how much money they're wasting. But I'm afraid to speak up, because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. My siblings and cousins all seem to be on board with the vacation, and I don't want to be the odd one out. But at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice my own happiness and well-being for the sake of keeping the peace. So, AITA for not wanting to attend a family vacation because my parents always plan everything last minute. Part 3. As the date of the family vacation draws closer, I'm starting to feel more and more anxious. I've been trying to come up with a compromise that would work for everyone, but so far I haven't been successful. I suggested that we all vote on a destination and start planning well in advance. But my parents didn't seem interested. They insisted that everything would work out fine, and that we should just go with the flow. I even suggested that I plan the vacation myself, but they didn't like that idea either. They said that it wouldn't be fair for me to make all the decisions. And that it wouldn't feel like a family vacation if I did. I'm at a loss for what to do. I don't want to cause a rift in the family. But I also don't want to sacrifice my own happiness and well-being for the sake of a vacation that's going to be stressful and rushed. At this point, I'm leaning towards not going. I've talked to my siblings and cousins about it, and they seem understanding. They said that they'll miss me. But they don't want me to do something that's going to make me unhappy. But I still feel guilty. I know how much these family vacations mean to my parents, and I don't want to disappoint them. I'm just not sure if I can handle another last-minute, stressful vacation. So, AITA for not wanting to attend a family vacation because my parents always plan everything last minute. Or am I being selfish and ungrateful? Part 4. As the day of the family vacation approached, my anxiety levels continued to rise. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was making a mistake by not going. And that I was letting my family down. On the day of the flight, I woke up feeling nauseous and jittery. I tried to convince myself that I was doing the right thing by staying home. But the guilt and anxiety were overwhelming. As my family boarded the plane, I said my goodbyes and watched them disappear down the jet bridge. I felt a wave of sadness and regret wash over me. For the next few days, I couldn't stop thinking about what I was missing. I knew that my family was probably having a great time, making memories that would last a lifetime. And yet, I couldn't bring myself to join them. I tried to distract myself by planning my own vacation. But nothing seemed to compare to the thought of being with my family. I felt like I had made a huge mistake. So, AITA for not wanting to attend a family vacation because my parents always plan everything last minute. I'm still not sure. On the one hand, I know that I would have been miserable on the trip. But on the other hand, I feel like I let my family down by not being there. I guess only time will tell if I made the right decision. But for now, I'm left feeling awkward and unsure.